Welcome everyone. My name is Dr. Doris Molero, an ESP professor at the Universidad San Pablo de Tucumán in Argentina, originally from Venezuela. Let me tell you a little bit about me. I combine teaching as a way of learning about education, technology, and teaching for peace. I am passionate about language learning, instructional design, and related educational technologies, specifically 3D multi-user virtual environments for situated experiential learning. It is an honor to be part of the 4th International Conference in Virtual Reality. Special thanks to the organizers and to you all for having me tell you about my research and practice in integrating artificial intelligence tools in my online classes with students from different levels of command of the language and different countries. Let me share the following excerpt from the article Agents of Change, Artificial Intelligence, AI art on how machines have expanded human creativity by Adam Hanks. This article, in my opinion, summarizes the essence of what's happening in the digital world at the moment we speak. So, a new field of digital art is stretching the boundaries of creativity and disrupting how art is made. Artists build autonomous robots to collaborate with, feed algorithms with data, and train machines to generate novel visual works. They work with computer programs that mimic the human mind to generate a never-ending string of unique artworks. Artificial intelligence has emerged as a desirable collaborator in artistic creation. The language class has gained a new tool to improve the chances of helping a student to engage in creating and sharing. So that's why we are so enthusiastic about this new tool. In the slide, you can see a picture I created using vocabulary from this excerpt, and it goes stretching the boundaries of creativity and disrupting how art is made. I added some words that give details, so the AI can generate this image. So today I'll be telling you about AI generated art, and the purpose of this presentation is to share with you our experiences working on a little project that involved writing prompts to create unique images about topics discussed in class and sharing them in an exhibit in the virtual world of Second Life. So we'll start by looking into the definition of AI-generated art, stable diffusion, and prompt engineering. These concepts will help us understand how writing prompts to generate images can enhance teaching and learning in the language class. By integrating these novel educational practices, we can show our students that they can be creative and that they can communicate in multiple ways by thinking critically and sharing culture, love, goodwill to dream and build a better future for all of us. So let's get started with AI-generated art. This refers to art generated with the assistance of artificial intelligence. AI is a field of computer science that focuses on building machines that mimic human intelligence and even simulate a human brain through a set of algorithms. Stable diffusion, it is an open source text-to-image AI model that can generate amazing images from a given test in just a few seconds. Prompt engineering, and that's the key for using these tools in our classes, is the process of structuring words that can be deciphered and understood by a text-to-image model. And you can think of it as a language you need to speak in order to tell an AI model what to draw. Language learning is all about using language, and writing prompts then become a tremendous way to learn and practice vocabulary and think critically, allowing creativity to flourish. In this slide, you can see an image generated from a prompt. This prompt was created with DALL-E 2, one of the most popular AI systems. This excerpt was taken from the AI that creates any picture you want explained. And this is a video by Vox, the American news and opinion website, and I think it explains this very clearly. What this means is that we can now create images without having to actually execute them with paint or cameras, or pen tools or code. The input is just a simple line of text. That doesn't mean that we're not going to use the traditional tools. We can also use them. It's like using a pen and pencil. Even though we are using computers, pen and pencil are always going to be really useful. Now, text-to-image technology can enhance language learning. That's the conclusion I get after using this with my students. Here, I share some of quotes that tell us how words are the building blocks of a language. And since they are the building blocks of a language, they label objects, actions, ideas, without which people cannot convey the intended meaning. So, writing a prompt is based on a use of the language and using words. Vocabulary carries the basic information learners want to understand and express. By Nation, 2001. Enriching acquisition of vocabulary is a priority for any language learning program. So this is what we want our students to have, rich vocabulary so they can express their ideas. Scholars have suggested that vocabulary acquisition with both label and pictures is beneficial and is more effective compared to vocabulary acquisition with labels only. And that's happened when we use prompts. We're writing prompts, and these prompts are going to be related to the images. Traditionally, the use of images in English class has been done by presenting images and having students describe them. AI-generated images are used in a reverse way. This challenge requires a student to think and build a unique image. In order to do that, they will need to think critically and use appropriate language to describe what they want to depict. AI will generate images that won't always be perfect, so students will need to change and adapt their prompts until they get the best representation of what they want to create. It's a wonderful opportunity for students to use vocabulary in context and also to remember. Text to image does the same, but the other way. First, you describe what you want to depict, and later you criticize what you produce. If you're not satisfied, then you keep on working with it until you get the results. This is my intent of creating an image of Freddie Mercury, a famous singer. You can see in the first prompt, I use some specific vocabulary with details, but I was not satisfied with the result. So I kept on trying and I changed my prompt and I used different words. So most of the words are always the same, like concept art, illustration. It depends on what you want to create, of course. But this is a great way to learn vocabulary for students to remember and use the language in a proper way. Now, let me explain you how to write a prompt. This is a set of questions and steps that will help you describe what you want to get. So one of the first questions that you will ask yourself is, what do you want? In this case, a photo or a painting. And when I was writing this prompt, I said, well, I'm going to use a photo. Then I asked myself about the subject. Okay, is it an animal? Is it a person? Is it a landscape? Is it an idea? So in this case, I use an animal. But this is not enough. Okay, so if you want to get better results, you need to be detailed, and you need to add more details to your description. So I wanted to depict a dog, but I selected the Dachshund dog, so I gave a little more detail. And not only a dog, but also I wanted him to be an astronaut. And then I had to think about special lighting, the environment, the color scheme, the point of view, even the background, and also, very important, what is art style I wanted to have. Okay, so there are several possibilities. As you can see here, we have 3D render, Studio Ghibli, or movie poster. There are a lot of possibilities, and you can find these in books that have been created by the AI systems. And all of this you will find in the resource section of this presentation. So this was the result. I wrote a photo of a cute Dachshund dog wearing an astronaut uniform, soft lining, natural light in space, intricate, hyper detail with bright colors, and I also wanted a nebula in the back. And also the style that I chose was 3D render by Studio Ghibli. So you can combine different styles to get better results. Now, what ideas can you use to integrate AI generated art in the language class and generate images? Well, here I wrote some ideas that could be useful. For example, class projects and conceptual ideas, business models, storyboards, collage, posters, exhibition, or environmental campaigns. These are just some ideas that I'm sure that you can come up with many more. Transmedia storytelling is one of my passions. I love using stories in my classes, and these are two cases where you can generate images and use it to tell stories. For example, characters of famous people or illustrious people from different cultures in new settings or scenarios, and also generate a character or an avatar that represents yourself in any style or any type of artistic period. Another way to use images is from literary quotes, or maybe passages from novels, or you can use lines from a poem, and even lyrics from a song. Also, it's really good to stretch your imagination and creativity and, for example, describe cities of the future or an artistic rendering of the consequences of global warming. These are wonderful topics that you can discuss in your classes. Okay, now I'm going to show you some examples of the things that I have done with my students. Illustrating lines from a haiku. This was a haiku project, writing haiku project that we worked before. So we recycled the project and we use the poems that were created at the time by my students and use the words in the haiku to generate images. And after we did that, and we selected the ones that we liked, and also created a beautiful collage in using Canva or any other tools that are wonderful tools on the internet that you can get and create wonderful things. So as you can see, we are enhancing language and we're making it memorable and fun. Another way to do this is by illustrating lyrics from a song. This is an example of one song that I found in YouTube, and it's the song "Here Comes the Sun" by Beatles. So someone did this video, and they created these images using the A system Midjourney. As you can see, they use the words and they label the images also. So you can listen to the song and read the words in the song and create beautiful images that relate to the words in it. Another way, and it's a wonderful one that is related to creating graphic novels, it's creative storytelling and graphic novels that can benefit from the generation of images. Here we can see an example by Steve Coulson, who used Midjourney to create a trilogy called The Bestiary Chronicles. You can download them from free. If you click on the links here, it will take you to the novel, so you can have a better view and get inspired, maybe start a new project with your students. Okay, this is another thing, once you got all these wonderful images, what can you do with it? And this is a way to profit from it. AI generated art galleries in virtual worlds. Here you have two great examples of galleries in Frame VR. Just click the link and it will open in the browser, and you can visit these places with your avatar. You can enter the gallery and you can have wonderful conversations. Students can discuss about the work that they see. They also have an idea of how to create their own galleries. In the second example, you can visit and also read about AI, and also they show 3 different tools where you can see their work and then you can vote and give your opinion about which one is better. These are some examples: Midjourney, Wombo, and DALL-E. Now, for our AI-generated art project, students first explore sorry vocabulary used in their classes, as well as the vocabulary needed to talk about digital art using different resources provided by the AI systems. Some of them look for examples and use them as templates. Some others wrote their own prompts. The AI system used for this experience were Stable Diffusion in its beta version, DALL-E 2, and Lexica. We used these systems because they were easy to use. They generated several images by modifying the details in their prompts. Finally, they cherry-picked the images closer to the prompt's descriptions. We use Google Docs to write a report of the whole process. As you can see in the image, they were supposed to add their images and give them a title, write a prompt, and describe the process of creating those images. The students post them online also using Paddle. It's a wonderful tool that you can use, and they can socialize and show their work and write comments to each other. They wrote about the images and the process of writing prompts. And please, if you click if you get access to these slides, click on the links and visit their work and leave a comment. Finally, we built a gallery in Second Life where we can visit the exhibit and show our work. You can visit this exhibit in Chilbo, a community of educators where we have our headquarters. As you can see here, you have this the landmark to go visit the exhibition. There you will find more information about the prompts that they use to create each of these images. Well, while working on this project, we were able to collect a lot of resources and reference. And here you will find them, and you can use them to work on your own projects of writing prompts and generating images to learn and practice English. You can access these slides and get the link to our Walklet. You know, there is also a QR code that you can use with your phone, and it will take you there. Okay, so that's it. Thank you so much for your attention, and let's keep on learning and dreaming about a world where we can create, share, and learn together. This is the link to my post and also my email. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate and contact me, and I will help you exploring these new trends that is growing really fast. It is amazing how just last year there was a version, and now this year we have another version. I am just amazed at what could be possible in the next few years. So thank you very much for your attention, and let's keep on learning and dreaming. And remember, keep on shining love and peace. Thank you.